Hey, grade one, welcome to social studies. We're going to be talking about Australia. I do apologize for the image not being the greatest, but we're going to work with what we have. So here it shows a map and it shows the natural features of Australia. So we can see in our legend we have a rainforest, grassland, mountain, desert, water, and river. So at any point in this video, please pause so you can take a peek of where everything is based on the map and the legend. At the top it says, there is water all around Australia. This country has many natural features such as rainforest and desert. A desert is a dry land that does not get much rain. Sydney is one community in the country of Australia. So you remember when we talked about different types of habitats? So the rainforest. So I want you to think back, what is a rainforest? And then I also want you to think back at what a desert is. Now it did tell us what a desert is here. Alrighty? So your task without me is to pause this video, either look on your screen or look if you had this printed out at all, and I want you to point to where the rainforest is, the grassland, some mountains, desert, water, and river. I want you to be able to point out every single thing on that map. The next page that we're going to do is our Let's Talk and Let's Do page. Before we do that, I want us to look at the two pictures and we're going to read the captions on both pictures. Sorry the pictures aren't as clear. Unfortunately, we just have to work with the resources that we have for right now. So we're going to do our best. So the top picture says, this photo was taken in July. In Australia, winter lasts from June to August. Winters in Australia are warmer than winters in Canada. So remember when we were talking about different seasons? This is something that we can see is different. So their seasons, so they have their winter in a different time frame than we do. Here's a good comparison between Australia versus Canada. So on the left, we have Australia's seasons. So if we look here, we can see that they have summer, autumn, winter, and spring. Same that we do, just at different times. Their summer is December, January, and February. Their autumn is March, April, and May. Their winter is June, July, and August. And their spring is September, October, and November. So if we're to compare that to us in Canada, our seasons and months, so spring would be March, April, and May. Summer would be June, July, and August. Autumn is September, October, November. And our winter is December, January, and February. So here's a visual just to compare them one more time. Compare our summer months, our autumn months, our winter months, and our spring months. Our bottom picture here says this photo was taken in January. These children are playing at the beach in Sydney on a hot summer day. In Australia, summer lasts from December to February, which we just learned. So the two tasks that I need you to do is under the section that says Let's Talk, I want you to pick one of those 4 questions to answer for me. I'm going to read them out loud to you and then you can choose which one you would like to answer. Question 1 says, look at the front of this card. What does the title of the map tell you? Question number 2 says, what does the legend tell you? Question number 3 says, what questions do you have after looking at the map? And question number 4 says, Australia has many deserts. How do you think this affects where people choose to live? So you only have to answer one, but if you would like to answer more, feel free. Write them down on a lined piece of paper. And you only have one more task after this section. So make sure you finish this first, pause this video, and then you can move on to your next part. And this is the last task that you're doing. It's our Let's Do section. You can do this on the same piece of paper that you wrote your first question to. You can do this on scrap paper, a new piece of paper, whatever you would prefer. Just try to save your paper like we do in class, all right? So I have Let's Do. It says, draw a picture of what winter looks like in your community. Show an activity you enjoy. Write a sentence explaining how this season is different from winter in Australia. So I need you to do this. So remember, What is in Australia during winter? Maybe what months are there in winter in Australia versus winter in Canada? Think of these things, think of these activities, but also think about what the weather might be like. Remember, Australia is more desert and rainforest. What do we have here in Canada? So make those comparisons. I'm very excited to see your pictures. Make sure you color them as well. And if you need to label anything, please label it so I understand exactly what you're drawing. So best of luck and have fun, grade 1.